Hello everyone. Before I start my speech, I know we are all tired, so let's take a deep breath before I start my speech. Alright, so I want you to imagine back to the time that you just got a fresh new haircut, and then you walk into that room. How do you feel like? Some of you might feel, what if my haircut is ugly? Or what if my haircut, people think that it is weird? Any of you have feel of that before, of thinking that your haircut is ugly? Yes, we all used to be that. And why are we feeling that? Because whenever we are trying to show the new version of ourselves, we are showing that to the person, and that means that people are going to judge you of your new version. And how is that relevant though? This is relevant because in this 2024, we're trying to do new things. We want to become a better version of ourselves. That means that we're going to show everybody a new version of ourselves. And that means that people are going to judge you. And those judgment and criticism is something that mostly stop us from achieving something that we're capable of. And that will same apply to this year of you wanting to achieve your goal. And today, my friend, I'm going to walk you on to a journey of mine on how can I overcome myself from that shy and quiet kid to still a kid, but more of a person who is able to showcase herself to the public and open up to be criticized by people, even publicly, and connected with all strangers that I sometimes feel uncomfortable with. So, hello everyone, my name is Molinna. I'm a content creator, which I create contents onto motivations, education, as well as self-development that focuses on youth. And before I become a content creator, trust me, I'm a very introvert person, but here's how I can change. It started back since I grew up. I was that shy kid. I lived in a family of 4, which I was always the quiet one. So whenever I want to do something or I want to ask my teacher any question, I would rather stay quiet than asking them the question. And then, not until it moved on to 2021, we all know it's the time when COVID started to hit, right? So then I was scrolling through social media, and then I see a lot of my friends achieving new things. I see them doing volunteer work. I see them getting champions, getting medals. And then I ask myself, what about me? Why didn't I achieve what my friend did? When we have the same age, we stay in the same class. We're literally having the same things. Why? And that answer is, I did not dare to change myself. I did not dare to step out of my comfort zone. The thing I tell myself is that this is me. I'm quiet, I'm shy. The world has to accept who I am, and I do not need to change. But that is not gonna work. So that year, I decided to step out of my comfort zone. And the first thing I do when I step out is applying for public speaking competitions. And that competitions, the first round, preliminary round, consists of 3 rounds. And me registering for it, I don't even know what public speaking is. I don't know how to do speeches. So when I applied for that round, right, I was working really hard. I do a lot of research, I do scripting. I worked so hard till 3. I even asked for an absence from my school just to attend that competition. And guess what? When the shortlisted name came in, I tried to scroll and scroll till the bottom of my list to see if my name was there. And as you expected, my name was not there. That moment, I feel like the world is collapsing. The world is really wanting to go against me. Why didn't I win when I already tried my best? But that, I asked myself, this is kind of hard to accept, but is this fail going to mark my end of the journey, or is this failure going to mark the start of my journey? After that moment came, I choose that, okay, this is the start of everything. Let's do more. I joined more competitions. I joined more events. I failed more. I win some, but I learned a lot. After doing public speaking for several years, around, not several, but 2021 to the end of 2022, as I become a little bit better in public speaking, I say, why not I make public speaking into content creations? I've always been that YouTube kid who loved watching videos. So then, I start on making use of my public speaking speech into making content, motivational content. And when I first posted, nobody watched it. It's 100 views to 200 to 500, and then back to 200. It was really inconsistent. But as I keep on working on that, it went from 10,000, 20,000 to 400,000. And this is the things that we can see. And being involved in content creations lead me to meet creative people. And those creative people leads me to more opportunities that win more awards. And they lead me to meet more great people that who knows who will take me even further. So this is to show that I today wouldn't be able to do content creation, wouldn't be able to do this speech if I didn't embarrass myself in that year, 2021. Now, here's the 3 lessons I've learned. Firstly, win or lose, life will still goes on. Even without you, they don't care about you if you win, they don't care if you lose. So now let's take one case, right? What if I lose? What if you fail? What if you join that competition that you were so curious about, you were so ambitious, we're all young, we want to do a lot of things, but then you fail? A lot of people fear that uncertainty. We fear as, what if I embarrass myself on stage? What if I do this and I did not make it? And that uncertainty leads us and limit us to not do the things that we wanted to do. And till today, I have to confess to you, I still don't understand why shows, why competitions, whenever there's a contestant that is failing or they failed that contest, the MC would come up and say, we're so sorry that you failed. We're so sorry for the loss. Because I don't see what is to be sorry about just because you failed. Or is it that now we are defining failure as a part of embarrassment, as a part of incapable, or as a part of unworthy? Because failure should actually be a part of the process. If you don't fail somewhere, you are not going to succeed anywhere. And let me be honest with you, because I failed, that is why it gets me here today. And because we fear failure and uncertainty, we do nothing. And when we do nothing, guess what? Nothing good happens. If you do nothing, nothing good will happen. Now let's take another case. What if you win that? What if you win that competitions? What if you win that events that you always wanted to do? Good for you. Be proud. But don't be too proud. Don't be too proud of yourself. Let me tell you, you succeed today does not mean that you're going to succeed tomorrow. So if you win, if you are successful, then stay humble, lay low. I know a lot of great people who achieve a lot of great things. They're very open-minded, they're very humble, and they're the person that shares a lot of great things. They're so kind, and that is what takes you to a further path. And if you want to conclude, right, in this whole part, it is that whether or not you win, whether or not you lose, don't be too proud, don't be too sad. Because life will even goes beyond you if you're stuck in that moment being too proud and sad and cry over that result. And secondly, inevitable criticism. My friend, you're going to face a lot of criticism. You're going to embarrass yourself somewhere. When I first started out my public speaking, my surrounding doubted me a lot. They said, why not you do something you're good at instead of going there and embarrass yourself? They're even my close people. And then, when I start to become better at public speaking and debate, there's people who say that, oh, I thought you were good, but you're not that good. Now, imagine if I take all the criticism into my head, where am I now? If I try to get and be what people expect me to be, then I will lose myself, I will lose myself. I keep doing things just to get validations from people. And that is why it is important for you to learn to differentiate which one is constructive, which one is destructive. Let me brief to you. Constructive criticisms are criticisms that are meant to grow you. They want you, they tell you, maybe it's kind of hard to swallow, but they're meant to improve you. Whereas destructive criticism, they're telling you that just to push you down. And if you were to listen to every destructive comments and criticism, my friends, you're going to lose yourself. You're going to try to fit every people's expectation, and soon you will start asking, where am I? What am I doing? And I used to be in that place, and that's why I know how hard it is to be receiving all those destructive criticism. And that is why it is important to learn to differentiate. And thirdly, balance. No matter how far you go in life, learn to balance. You know the yin and yang? It means that everything has to be balanced. You can be confident. Confident is good, but don't be too confident. Don't do anything without considerations of what are the consequences. You can risk, but don't be too risky and do the things that will lead you to dangerous things. And lastly, is to learn to balance that. Sometimes, I know we're young, we're so young, we are high school, we want to do a lot of things, we have a lot of goals, so we're ambitious. But remember, if you're tired, learn to relax and rest. Because you're not a machine. We're all human beings. We have emotions. Of course we want to be successful, but we are not machines. So learn to relax your bodies and just give yourself a break. And one of the quotes I love from Orange was she said that it's never too late to strive for success, but it's also never too soon to sit back and relax sometimes. So, guys, give yourself a break if you need to, and then you can continue on with your path. The world can wait for you.